What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I found out that Derek Chisora is going to be facing off against Oleksander Usyk May 23rd on DAZN at the O2 Arena, and this would definitely be an excellent heavyweight contest, as it is only Oleksander Usyk's second heavyweight bout, although I really think this is his first test at heavyweight, being that Usyk fought past his prime relatively unknown Chaz Witherspoon in a heavyweight contest, getting the 7th round stoppage over Chaz Witherspoon. Chaz Witherspoon was able to touch Usyk up to give him a black eye, but that was really it. Usyk was basically controlling every round. But his record, he's 17-0, 14 by knockout. He's a former undisputed Cruiserweight champion and former Ali Trophy winner, World Boxing Super Series winner. He's just an excellent fighter. He's beat some of the top cruiserweights that are fighting right now. He beat Murat Gassiev in the final, beat Mavris Briedis, both by decision, but both in dominant fashion. He also knocked out current heavyweight Marco Huck in their fight, who now has transitioned to heavyweight. And in my opinion, he has great skill, great speed, but I'm not sure if his chin or his power will translate into the heavyweight division. But we'll have to see if he faces top 15 heavyweight Derek Chisora. As his record, he's 32-9. He's been in the ring with a lot of fighters. He's got 23 by knockout and a couple draws. Overall, I think he's a good fighter as well. He was this past year, about a year and a half ago, wasn't really fighting big fights in, I guess you could say, England, being that he's fighting in England for almost every single one of his fights, until he fought in DAZN against Dillian Whyte. Although he lost that fight, it was an excellent fight that was put on. He was ahead on the scorecards before he got knocked out in the 11th, but still, he did put on a good show. And that was in December, I believe, in 2018. But Chisora, he's a good fighter. He is coming off a win over David Price. And before that, he got another win on DAZN against Artur Spilka, knocking him out in round 2, getting 2 quick, easy knockout victories, looking great, knocking them both out within 5 rounds. And overall, I think Chisora, as I said before, is a good fighter. And he's a little heavy. He weighs about, I believe, 260 pounds. He's a big heavyweight. And he's got decent power. Well, actually, he has good power. And out of his 9 defeats, he's only been stopped 3 times. Twice by Tyson Fury. And once a couple years back, in England, the fight was, and I believe the fight was on ESPN back in England, where they play ESPN fights. But the Tyson Fury defeats were both on, I believe, ESPN years back. I believe in 2014 or 2013, those 2 fights were. He lost by Fury twice, but both were very long. They were a long time ago. Chisora also lost to Ajit Kabayel. Just going to say that out there. Most people don't really know who Ajit Kabayel is, being that he hasn't fought in almost a year, about like 8 months he hasn't fought. He's currently in the top 15 in the IBF, in WBC, I believe so, and some other sanctioning bodies. And he lost that fight in Monaco by decision. Also, he lost to Robert Helenius, which some people do think that Chisora beat him in, I believe that was Robert Helenius' hometown in Finland the fight was, or Sweden. And Helenius is fighting this weekend. Go check my video out about him. But in this fight between Usyk and Chisora, I feel like this will definitely be a good fight. I'm not sure what undercard they have lined up for it, but the main event's definitely a great fight. Usyk and Chisora have both been in great fights. Obviously, Usyk's the majority in the Cruiserweight division, but Chisora's fought a lot of great heavyweights, and he stuck around with some great ones too. He's definitely a heavyweight veteran in my opinion. But this fight should be an excellent fight. It could go either way, actually. It could go one way with Usyk's skill. Usyk outboxes him, wins the fight. Or it could go the other way with Chisora's power and knocking out a Usyk with a non-heavyweight chin. Because we're still not sure about Usyk's chin or power in the heavyweight division. But with Chisora, he's a full-fledged heavyweight, been fighting there since day one. And he's gotten some great wins there, as well as had some great fights, even in his losses. But currently, BoxRec has both fighters in the top 10, Chisora at number 10, and I believe they have Usyk at number 4 and number 3. I don't agree with putting Usyk there, but they based it on a point system, so I can't really get mad at that based on how many points he got at Cruiserweight. He got about 1,000 at Cruiserweight, but moving up at heavyweight, I believe he dropped down to like 600. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not sure if I put Usyk in my heavyweight rankings. Yeah, I did. I believe I put him at in the top 5, I believe so. I think I put him at number 4. But to get back into this fight, it's a great fight. I'll definitely be tuning in, and I'll make a prediction video when fight week comes about May 20th. I'll start making a video about the prediction video, which is in about a month and a half, about 2 months. And as I said before, this is an excellent fight. I really can't wait for it. And this fight is like one of those fights like Dillian White versus Povetkin. 2 great heavyweights going at it in England on DAZN. And I gotta say, Eddie Hearn is putting on some great cards this past week. Like at the Garcia vs. Vargas card, it was an excellent card. And he's got a couple of great cards scheduled, like Dillian White versus Povetkin and Joshua versus Pulev. So that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.